Hi guys, today we're working with symmetry. And if you notice I said, are both sides exactly the same? That's what symmetry is. So come on and let's learn about symmetry. All right, before we do that though, it's time to wake up our brain. Make sure that we're good and ready and active and ready to go with symmetry. So what goes in the blank to make this equal? Well, first thing I need to do is I take my 9 times 8, and I know that that is 72. So I need this side to also equal 72. So in order to figure that out, I'm going to actually have to add 72, 188, and I am going to add 72 to this, and that makes 10, that's 16, 260. So right here, 260. So I'm going to check and see if that is correct. So I have 260, and I am going to take away 188. And when I do that, this becomes a 10, this becomes okay, that is 72. So I have a value of 72 here and a value of 72, but my missing answer, and the one that I was looking for, is 260. We have one more to wake ourselves up, and then we'll start symmetry. All right, here's another one to get our brains going. Same idea. So why don't you pause the video, try it out on your own. Okay. Did you start out by saying 74 times 8? You need to do that going straight down. 4 times 8 is 32, so we carry the 3. 7 times 8 is 56, 57, 58, 59, 592. So what that means is this side is 592. Now I need this side to also equal 592. Well, I can see that I have 347, so I need to figure out what number goes in there to equal 592. So what I tell myself is I'm going to go ahead and do the opposite. So I'm going to start with that 592, and I'm going to actually take away 347. And that means that I have 5 here, I have 4 here, and I have 2 here. So I have 245 right here. Now I'm going to double check to make sure that that's going to give me 592. So I have 245, and I'm going to add the 347. You could do it either way. All right, 5 plus 7 is 12. Carry the 1. 8, 4 and 4 is 8. 1 more is 9. And 2 and 3 is 5. All right, I have 592 here, and I have 592 here, so everything is nice and balanced. I hope you got that answer too. All right, now we're ready to talk about symmetry. So I told you we were going to talk about symmetry, and we woke our brains up, so we're ready to talk about it now. All right, things you need to know about symmetry. A figure has symmetry, and a figure is like a shape or an object. It has symmetry if it can be folded along the line so that two parts match exactly, and this is called a line of symmetry. Some figures have more than one line of symmetry, and some figures have no lines of symmetry, and there's some tricky ones out there too. All right, I'm going to show you an example. This one actually has 2 lines of symmetry. So this was unique, in which it had more than one. All right, here's some examples of some lines with symmetry. Notice that it's the same on this side as it is on this side. That's why it has symmetry. All right, and here, when we fold, we have the same thing. And this one has 2 lines of symmetry because here and here is the same. And then also here and here is the same. So that could be folded into 4. And the same thing goes with this one. All right, some figures have no lines of symmetry. It doesn't matter which way that I try to break it in half or break it here or even break it here, I still don't have, this is a smaller triangle than this one, so there is no symmetry there. All right, same thing with here. If I tried to make symmetry, it's not going to work because this is a longer line segment than this side is. All right, and this one I am not going to, there's no way that I'm going to get this to be symmetrical, so that's not going to work, and neither am I going to be able to do these. So these are no lines of symmetry. All right, it's not a mirrored image on the other side. All right, so we're going to draw some lines of symmetry here, and I already pre-drew them. So did you think of maybe coming through here? All right, I can see Almost looks like two boxes put together there. I also found a line of symmetry there because I can see that it's equal here as to here and the same on the other sides. All right, I actually found another line of symmetry right there and one more line of symmetry. So it kind of reminds me of the snowflake. Here's another one. Draw the lines of symmetry. So what are you thinking? Pause for a moment and think about where you might put the lines of symmetry and see if we match. All right, did you think of right there? And did you think of right there? All right, how about a pentagon? It has 5 sides, so where do you think you could find some symmetry there? How about right there? Okay, again, I have both sides are equal. All right, so here, this says to identify the object with no lines of symmetry. So I want you to choose which one you think it is, and then I'm going to show you. Okay, first of all, I'm going to try to draw a line of symmetry in A. Well, from the bottom, if I didn't have this, it looks like maybe my apple is the same, right, on both sides. But because I have that leaf up there, I don't have a leaf on both sides. So this is not a line of symmetry. The other side, this is a line of symmetry because it matches from the top to the bottom. Now, let me just tell you something. If you try to draw a line of symmetry here, that would not be correct because notice I have a triangle here, but I don't have a triangle over there. So the one that has no line of symmetry is going to be A. All right, which one has no line of symmetry? You make your best guess and then I'll show you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and try to divide A. I can see right away that there's a stop sign here. There's no stop sign on this side. The way that this begins and the way that this ends is different. All right, but B, I have both sides the same. So the one with no line of symmetry is going to be A. All right, how about this one? No lines of symmetry. Okay, I can divide A and I can divide B. So when I'm looking at A, both parts of the B look very much the same. All right, there's nothing that looks the same in this hose. So no lines of symmetry goes to B. All right, how about this one? No lines of symmetry. All right, if I divide my little watering can, all right, this has no, it doesn't match that side at all. But my fence has something equal on both sides. So this one is with no lines of symmetry. I hope you're figuring out the same one I'm figuring out. Okay, so now this is a good chance for you to try it out. Is this a line of symmetry? Yes or no? Okay, did you say yes? I hope so. Let's try the next one. Is this a line of symmetry? Yes or no? Okay, in this case, this is not a line of symmetry. Now, I could have drawn a line of symmetry. If I had made a line through here or even through here, I could have made a line of symmetry. But the line I have now is not a line of symmetry. What about this one? Yes? No. Okay, this one is not, this is a no as well. If I had come up a little higher, then I would have had equal parts. But where the line is, it is not a line of symmetry. What about this one? Yes? No. All right, this tricked a lot of people when we were talking in Zoom class today because you've got a point here and there is no point over here on the other side. So there's a point here and no point over here. So this is not a line of symmetry. It would not match up perfectly. All right, what about this one? Okay, yes, this does have a line of symmetry. What about this one? No, it does not have a line of symmetry. It could, but I did not make a line of symmetry. What about this one? Yes, this has a line of symmetry. Okay, what about this one? All right, before I tell the answer to this one, because there was lots of questions about this, I want you to think about something for just a minute. This is a rectangle. A rectangle means you're going to have a long side here and a matching long side there, and then two short sides, okay? So when I fold this over, my point is going to land right there. And when I fold this over, my point is going to land right there. If you don't believe me, take a rectangle and try to fold it like that, it does not have a line of symmetry. Even though I have the same shape, that shape has been changed, okay? Kind of like the subdividing and combining that we talked about, polygons. All right, so here is a little challenge. Can you make the other half of the figure symmetrical with mine? I actually went ahead and drew the other half. So here's my version of the other half of the drawing. In your Google challenge, I actually put a couple of these that you could draw on the other side. All right, this is a great song. Unfortunately, it's not going to let me listen to it with you all, but I would suggest that you write this address down. This is a great symmetry song, and it will stick in your mind and it'll help you understand symmetry better. And here is a really great, this is about 2 minutes, but it explains symmetry. Again, write this address down and go on and watch it. We watched it in our Zoom class, but it's excellent. I would highly suggest it. All right, you finished today with symmetry. So I hope that you can see a mirrored image of what's going on a lot of things, and that you'll be able to draw those lines of symmetry. Have a good one. Until next time. Bye-bye.